Welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus. We're midway through the game, so we get a cutscene of some sort,
Oh,
foreshadowing potential events in the future. Maybe.
yeah, I went
Wow.
through and watched that Liam Triforce video on the entire Eco games, so uh,
Of course. So then you probably know more about The Last Guardian than I do now.
probably. So we're not going to talk about Last Guardian. We'll still want to play it though.
Yeah, because I watched the Liam Triforce video, but I stopped when he got to The Last Guardian stuff.
Yeah,
So
it was probably smart, but I have no way to play in that right now,
that is fair.
and
And,
yeah, I only really
but
got spoiled on Eco because I didn't know the ending of that. I had already known the ending of this game though, so
yeah, I
Wanderer's
would be
starting to
a,
not look too good, by the way.
huh?
Wanderer's starting to not look very good.
Oh yeah, he's getting effed up. But yeah, it would be very surprising to me if someone has made it this far as a gamer around our age and hasn't seen the ending to this game.
I mean, I had it until uh, I don't know when I'd seen it talked about or anything about this game because I was pretty ignorant of this until probably around 2019 or so.
Well, even still, like you had seen it before now, so
But yeah, I think that was mainly just because rumors of the remake or something were starting.
yeah, I think the remake was a 2018 game.
Oh,
I think
I
so.
don't
Maybe
know.
you
Maybe it
heard
was
of the
put
remake
beforehand.
after.
I don't know. Because I remember when the remake came out, because everyone was going nuts that there was new shit in it.
Yeah,
And I think Demon Souls remake was after this, I want to say. And
the
because
Demon
they did a
Souls
similar
remake
thing.
was way after this.
Yeah, because they did the same thing with that because it was both were done by Blue Point.
Shadow of the Colossus remake was a PS4 title. Demon Souls was a launch PS5 title.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it was on PS4 though.
No. The Demon Souls remake is the only remaining PS5 exclusive that probably won't be coming to PC.
There's also Silent Hill: The Short Message.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play that, so it doesn't count.
Fuck you! I want to play that so badly.
Hey, look, it's the Frontiers Eagle. Or Hawk, or whatever.
There's been 0 days since Sonic was mentioned.
Yeah, I didn't talk about Sonic all day yesterday, so fuck you.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, we get to go to that big, dark, ominous cloud over there. Let's go.
Oh, is this the big turtle one?
Yep.
Okay. I remember this one. I watched you fight this one. You couldn't figure it out for a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my first time playing this, I had no clue what the fuck I was supposed to do on this guy. But, that's part of the fun of the initial playthrough of this. It is kind of a puzzle game, so.
Yeah. Are you going to save though?
You know me. If there's a save point, I will use it.
That's me in Metroid.
I'm getting lucky with these lizards being in sight upon me getting to these. Yeet.
Are they usually not in sight?
Well, they can be crawling around anywhere on top of.
Yeah,
this
but are they programmed
shrine.
to favor the side you're on?
No,
Okay.
they just have their AI to crawl around the thing, and they could be anywhere on it at any time.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, I was just playing Tales of Berseria before this game started up, and it's crazy going from that with its more standard style of animation to this. It's just such a totally different look. And
Yeah.
it gives this game on the PS3, or yeah, I guess you're playing the PS3 version, but still, just such a
PS2 version.
such a modern look. I know we talked about it to death, but still, it's crazy.
The animations here are just so clean. Even though there is jank to the gameplay in a lot of ways, the animations themselves are. Really
There's
cool.
jank to them as well. I've still seen the same issues that Eco has, but you kind of don't mind it just because of how realistic it feels.
Yeah.
when you see the arm kind of get jangled up a little.
Yeah, and even still, like, because of all the like physics simulation and whatnot, there is quite a satisfying, like, it's very unique feeling gameplay, but it's got a satisfying weight to it because
Yeah.
of
The
yeah.
sorry, you can
No,
continue.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say the grass texture reminded me of Hyrule Field because there's no foliage. It's just a flat texture that's green.
Yeah.
I don't miss that era of gaming, I should say. Give me foliage; it looks so much nicer.
And then you get Breath of the Wild, which runs lower than 30 frames a second most of the time.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
Hey,
It's okay because you know what? Ocarina of Time was like 24 frames per second, so it works.
Apparently, for the Switch successor, they are, like, quote unquote remastering Breath of the Wild. So it would now run at like a smooth 60.
I'm not buying that game again.
Well, no, I think it would. I don't know. I don't know if it's they're remastering it or if the game will just run better on the newer system.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's the game Nintendo has been demoing a lot for behind the scenes showcases of the Switch 2.
Yeah. All right. I have not criticized your editing yet, but I'm going to criticize you for not taking this out now.
Well, this was a unique case where the lizard was on top of the fucking thing.
Okay.
So now I have to go up there. Which I don't know if it's possible. I don't remember if I do.
Oh boy. This is Metroid Prime all over again.
No, it isn't. I know where I'm going, at least.
True. But, you know, I guess we're also hopefully not going to have to sit here and watch you try to do a glitch for 5 minutes that you don't successfully pull off. Ooh.
I'm just platforming.
You got lucky there.
I'm just platforming. Okay, it is possible to get up. Huh. It'd be stupid if it wasn't, but I think some of these ruins are more destroyed than others.
Do they respawn if you leave? Or do they despawn and you can't get them if you leave?
I never shot him. Fuck.
I guess it's not the biggest issue, because obviously you can just keep getting more and more through Name Game Pluses, but...
Yeah, I think if you don't get one, and you kill it, I'm not actually sure what happens there. I would imagine it would respawn, but I don't know. Whee! That didn't take that long. Fuck you.
Still need to be here. Shaking my head.
Also, me, like, going to the shrine and not saving is a habit I picked up from the remake. Because on the remake, it actually populates your map with all the shrines. As long as you, like, even...
Do you have a map screen in this? I feel like I've asked, but I don't remember.
You do, but I don't think it populates with where the shrines are when you find them. Or the trees or anything. Because, yeah, the remake populates it with the trees, the shrines, everything that you could come across.
Yeah.
It'll mark it on your map, which is nice.
Mm.
I think all this does is put a little icon where each Colossus you've killed was. But yeah, this one was menacing as hell to walk up to. Just this big-ass cave. I think if you get, like, a good camera... Yeah, you can see it back there.
Oh, boy. That is menacing as hell.
Yeah. And there he is.
I don't know how well you could have seen it on a CRT TV, though.
I don't know. I have the PS2 version. I haven't played it all the way yet.
Yeah. Big fan.
Because, Jesus, that frame rate.
Big fan.
Man, this is just the PS2 version, but it runs nicer, okay?
Yeah.
Ah, shit!
No. You said slightly different physics, which makes this inherently worse, so... 0 out of 10, worst game ever made.
Get on the damn horse!
How does Eco run on a PS2? Is it better than this?
Eco is a very smooth game. I'm not sure how well it runs on PS2 too, though, but it's not a very complex
I didn't think so,
game.
but figured I'd ask.
Maybe when there's lots of those enemies on screen. This guy wants you dead.
Yeah, I can see that.
Thankfully, aggro can never die.
I feel like we can test that.
Well, we got shot like point blank earlier, and we were fine.
There's got to be a way to send this horse off the edge of the map.
There we go. Oh, damn it, I got off too early.
Run, bitch, run.
Shoot the Tootsie. Yes.
How much time do you have?
Not a lot, until the geyser stops.
Gotcha.
I totally hit that, by the way. F this game.
Well, clearly you didn't, or it would have worked. Shaking my head. Now fall,
Yeah!
bitch. There it is. It's the track.
Jesus, aggro's not even listening to me. That is a very nice detail that I really love about this game, is that when you're far from aggro and in one of the fights, you will scream aggro's name rather than, whistling for him.
Apparently aggro's a female.
I think so.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm not sure. It also sounds more like he's saying Arlo, and that's what I was calling him on my first playthrough, but
well,
it's aggro.
That's speaking a foreign language with an accent that exists, so...
Yeah.
Fuck, fuck, fuck! Oh my goodness.
Alright, back to the menacing music.
I do like the smooth transition the music has. I think they did pretty good on it.
I like also when you knock it over, there is like a nice pause as he's like tumbling over, and then he hits the ground, and then the music kicks back in with the da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Oh shit.
Yeah, this one's a very intimidating guy. Probably one of my favorite fights. It's a little tedious to get on him. Oh. Easy game.
Of course.
He's also one of the more unique Colossi, because not a lot of them... I don't think any of the other ones look like a turtle. So...
I think all of them, for the most part, are pretty unique, though there's a few that are big bipedal ones, so... Yeah, I feel like those are probably the ones that look the most similar, but a lot of the animal ones...
Yeah.
Are pretty unique, I would say. So, like, even amongst, like, the two water ones, one's more serpent-like and the other more fucking dinosaur-like, honestly. Hippo-like, maybe?
Oh, he just automatically falls over. Nice. Get back on the horse.
Oh, it's probably the game throwing you a bone, being like, yeah, you fell, we'll help out.
Well, I think it's because he went up on the same legs that I already shot. Ha! Yeah, launching Wander here off the horse is quite a lot of fun.
Yeah. Man, now imagine if Supersonic and Frontiers built more gameplay off of this, and you'd have to go and hit various weak points on the Guardians before you could get the Emerald, and then you'd have to attack those same weak points and destroy them with Supersonic.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Instead of a standard health bar or running to the top of it within 10 seconds.
Yeah, instead of a standard health bar that you just shred through by button mashing.
It's a lot of potential.
Oh god, yeah, this one's tough because there's not a lot of there's no fur up here.
Yeah. Surprised more games don't try to do puzzle fight boss fights like this,
Yeah.
especially with how actiony this is. But this requires a
Hmm.
great deal of detail and a lot of budget. So
Yeah.
you need, and also you have to have a high degree of confidence from your superiors to keep giving you the funding without publishing the game.
Yeah. And I think Sony really just wanted more out of this studio faster. And that's kind of partly why The Last Guardian went into dev hell. Because they just couldn't. They just couldn't get it out in the way they wanted it fast enough.
Yeah,
And Sony kind of punished them for that.
it's surprising, but like they at least knew that the studio could do something good because like otherwise, Eco wouldn't have released, and after it released, a sequel would never come out.
Yeah.
Like, this game's
I
existence is really impressive considering that.
Yeah, I really think that they allowed another game from his studio purely because like while Eco might not have sold great, it was critically acclaimed to high hell.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, the uh Shadow of the Colossus was just a runaway success
Yeah.
story.
See, it
So,
really
I
makes me
think
wonder how something like Nier got to continue. Because
yeah.
the original game was critically panned and not a financial success, which also applies to the two Drakengard games before it. Yet somehow Yoko Taro keeps convincing Square Enix to give him money, and it's impressive.
I think for Japan, it's a little different than how it would work here in America. Because I think, like, in Japan, they don't really actively try and replace people that much. So maybe Sony was just, like, willing to just keep giving him chances until he himself gave up.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of money. Like, unless like these guys are very, very good on other projects, like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you just really believe in their games or something.
Mm-hmm. Um.
I should be
Uh,
reading these subtitles, but I've never read any of them.
mhm.
I have no idea what he's
I
talking about.
So for this next Colossus, have you heard of Dune?
Oh boy. Are we going to the flying one in the desert?
Nope. This one's a sandworm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen this one. Maybe somewhere. We'll find out when we get to it.
It's another one of the really impressive looking ones.
Yeah.
Because it's especially on the remake because it's just fucking burrowing through sand and shit, and you're riding away on horseback. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a freaky thing. Like we'll see it when we get there, but this is like the only Colossus that blinks. Because the eyes are just so prominently right behind you, and you just see it blinking. And
Oh my goodness.
they're an integral mechanic to the fight as well, so it makes
Ooh.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited to play Last Guardian. I know that game doesn't have nearly the praise that this game has, but like,
Still a great game in its own right.
yeah, it's also like another one of those there will never be another game like it type things. And that's every single one of these eco games.
Yeah, I'm honestly really surprised no one's gone for something like Eco, especially because it is a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
I think most games more favorably go towards something like when you have a small and close setting, they go for something like a Metroidvania or a survival horror type game before an eco style game.
Yeah.
So like,
Like
you got Signalis or I think fuck, what's it called? Like Pro something that's just released that was heavily inspired by like Silent Hill and shit.
Oh, I haven't heard of this one. Yeah, random video skipping. Like I said last part, the rendering for this game went horribly. So sorry about that.
Don't stop being a perfectionist, damn it.
It's all I care about, man. Yeah.
Oh, now you decide to uphold your village's sacred vows and religion. Only now you do when you had a say, huh? I see how it is. Not when you enter these damn lands.
These altars I'm praying to Dormin.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Ah.
Because he's the one that is like, if you pray to me at this altar, you will regain your health and save your progress, or whatever.
Oh. My bad.
Yep. I mean, it's dialogue that happened in the first part. I don't really expect you to remember it.
Well, and like I said, I haven't read a single line of dialogue.
No.
Frankly, works for me for when I play it.
What if the next game, they just randomly are all speaking perfect English?
That would be surprising.
It takes place in a post-apocalypse rather than whatever fucking time frame this is.
Yeah. I mean, this could be post-apocalypse, way in the future. There's a few fantasy worlds like that. Shannara being a good one.
Yeah, and technically the Forbidden Lands themselves have been abandoned. There once was a civilization here, so
post semi-apocalypse,
post society, post
I don't
civilization, post something.
We're trying to coin terms here. All credit to us.
Oh yeah, this is something I wanted to talk about because we were talking about Last Guardian a little bit. I didn't know this till today that we're recording this. But in the remake, they added a cave to that forest we went to last part.
Yeah.
Which has a reference to The Last Guardian in it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because, like, I don't know if you know about the Eco Beach in this.
Yes.
Yeah, they wanted to add something for Last Guardian for the remake as well. Which, not a part of Ueda's original vision. I wonder if
The Last Guardian then has any references to this in Eco as well.
I think it might. I think I saw something about that at one point. Like, at the end of this game, since you know the ending, we turn into Dormin, and then they seal the thing, and then we get sucked into the, like, little small fountain inside the temple.
Yeah.
The big circular little pool of water. There is a very similar looking pool of water in Last Guardian, if I'm remembering correctly. But I don't know if it's supposed to be the same one or whatever. But we also
it'd be cool if we ever got like an Eco remake, and from like maybe in some of the areas of the castle, if you look out into the land, maybe at one point you can see the husk of a Colossi.
That would be sick. Hey, well, we don't know what the next game is going to be, but if it does end up having a bigger world to it, maybe. I could totally see them having something like that.
Yeah. By the way, something that I think could be interesting, so I've seen now the ending to Eco a bit, where you finally escape the castle, Yorda dies, and you lose your horns. Maybe the castle is a place of cleansing those with the horns. Because your character at the end of this is reborn with it. So maybe the castle was made because he's stuck in like a cycle of reincarnation until he can forgive himself, be forgiven of his sins. So maybe those are just all the past reincarnations of him. The shadow people who were sacrificed. And then Eco ultimately ends with the redemption. And then this game was made as a prequel with that in mind. I don't know. Could be kind of cool.
Maybe. Yeah, I think the generally accepted theory is that, like, the horned boys, this is where they get their origin. and they are basically by the queen in the horns basically signify they are born of darkness, and the queen in Eco is basically kidnapping all the boys with horns to absorb their dark energy and become immortal. Because then, like, the whole thing with Yorda is that she wants to use Yorda as a new body so she can have a young body again.
Yeah.
And then continue kidnapping horned boys so she can keep gaining their powers over and over. That's the generally accepted theory.
I like my idea, so fuck you. You're wrong.
It'd be hilarious if this it's just the same. It's just Wander reincarnated like 50 times.
It could be. He was possessed by Dormin.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
maybe that darkness can never be forever purged until he can redeem himself.
Yeah. It is also implied that all the previous shadow or all the previous horned boys who were basically taken by the queen turned into all those shadow people that you have to fight throughout the game.
Yeah, I know about that one. But
so-
like
and-
what because like perhaps once the girl with the baby leaves, she probably goes back to the village, I assume.
I don't know if she gets out. They destroy the bridge,
Yeah, that's also true.
which, is like 100 feet up from the closest bits of ground, the exit, without the bridge. So I don't know. Also, the ending of this game implies that the horse was able to climb the temple. So that's pretty funny. With a broken leg, no less.
Don't worry about it.
I believe this room also has that door that I was talking about last part that had the community for this game obsessed for years. I'm not actually sure if it's in this arena or if it's in a different cave, but it's in a cave.
Yeah.
And there's just a random stone door.
Look, game developers, if you have a world that is relatively empty of doors and you decide to put a door somewhere, you better put something behind it.
No. Because then if there was something behind it, then people would have found it like way sooner, and there wouldn't have been like a 20-year search for entering the door, and that's no fun.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't want any bullshit like the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 locked box or something. Don't give me tantalizing secrets with nothing behind them.
Shit. Fuck the
Run,
wall.
run, run. You lucky bitch.
See, he doesn't like to crash into things, so
Is that what you have to do with them?
yeah, you have to shoot him in the eye so he crashes into shit.
Ah.
Hey, asshole. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing's pretty scary.
Yeah?
Them big eyes.
Do you have to shoot out both eyes or just one?
Just one. He'll start going crazy and smash into the wall.
Okay, so it's automatic. It's not like a chance thing. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
And for
Go,
most
go,
Colossi, can you one-cycle them? Like, usually just have to get them onto their backs, and then get onto them, and then you're usually good, as long as you don't fall off.
To one cycle, I watched like a video today about the history of speedrunning this game. For this one in particular, you don't want to actually fully destroy the sigil, because it'll automatically initiate the next phase. So what you want to do is you want to do just enough to where you do a lot of damage to him without starting the next phase, and then you go and destroy the next sigil. And that is still able to be enough damage to defeat him. So I would imagine a lot of Colossi are like that. but I just obviously didn't know. There's also a thing in this game where you can jump stab, but it's really hard.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, stabbing...
Of course, this game has weird movement tech that's hard to do. Those fucking eyes are intimidating as hell. Oh my goodness.
I know. It's freaking terrifying. They made them extra big, so you obviously know what you need
I'm about
to
to say, like, that's way more effective than some of the eyes in, like, a Zelda game. Because at least these look intimidating. Oh, that's not good.
Aggro! Aggro, that's probably not a good place to be, buddy. Okay, there
it's
you go.
okay, he's Tails.
He is Tails. This is a really good song, too.
I don't think there's a bad song.
Yeah, I know, but we always gotta talk about the music at some point.
Of course.
And I don't think we've heard this one yet, so...
I don't believe so.
But yeah, he sits in the wall for a long time before you can actually stab him.
Yeah.
One more.
Bam.
Yahoo!
And another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
This one's quite literally biting the dust.
He's swallowing that shit. But I kind of wish that
oh god, run.
No, Dormin, please. Oh, aggro, help me. But one thing, so we were talking about how this game is insanely detailed with certain things for no reason. One little detail that I noticed is that the Colossi, their corpses aren't where you killed them. They're always in a fixed place. So that's just a random detail that you would think they would have thought of, but they didn't in this game.
Well, because that's probably a lot of factors that goes into that. So
yeah, it's because the corpses, when you go back to them, they're like rock and dust.
Yeah, so they have to be able to work with the environment.
Yeah, they make like a new version of that area of the map that has the corpse as part of it, rather than the corpse being like a model that they just can put anywhere.
Yeah.
We are kind of flying through these Colossi, though.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's still a decently long game with that in mind, but still.
Guardian let loose. It keeps the flame alive. What could it mean? This one took me forever to find on my first playthrough of this.
How? You have a sword that tells you where to go. It's crazy taxi.
I know, but I was so confused. I like, it's straight north of here in a massive pit. And I went into the pit and wandered around it for like an hour. But there's actually an upper level inside of the pit where there's a temple. And I couldn't find that.
Gotcha.
And if you're in shadow, the light pointing sword thingy doesn't work as well.
Okay, that's a cool detail, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going straight through the fucking desert. Let's go.
Elden Ring should have these kinds of mechanics.
Yes.
From Software, do it please. You made Sekiro.
Make a game like this, but it's a Souls-like. Each boss is just really fucking hard.
Yeah.
And each time you die, you have to run back
That's
to it from the
Eco
center
Beach,
point.
right?
No.
Oh.
That's where we fought the second Colossus. You can see his corpse down there to the bottom right.
Okay.
The Eco Beach is... it's like you have to very much go out of your way for it.
It's not near any Colossi?
Yeah, the closest Colossi, I believe, is the last one, because I believe the beach is up north somewhere. Or not north, south.
Gotcha.
Southeast, I want to say. Southeast or west. But, yeah, you have to go way out of your way for the Eco Beach. And I don't think I show it off in this playthrough. because I am a
Right.
thick fan, as we established.
Clearly,
But
I care more because I watched the whole Liam Triforce video.
yes. Tell me in great detail everything that he talked about with this game,
Hmm.
and don't miss a single line.
Yes, I'll just read his entire script.
No, no, it has to be in your own words.
Ah, of course. Fuck you, Professor.
I
That's what a
am.
thesaurus is for.
That's what Spark Notes is for. Here we go. On top of this big plateau to my left here, that's where one of the coins is in in the remake.
Good to know. How does that help us here?
Well, what you have to do for it is you have to get up to that bridge, which first of all you would need a huge amount of stamina for. So it's like a new game plus plus type thing. And you have to walk halfway across it, and then you also have to unlock the parachute item, which you get from Time Attack.
I forgot that is a thing.
Yeah. And then you have to like spam deploy it to make sure you get enough distance to get on top of that plateau. And then there's also another coin at the very end of the bridge, so you have to go across the bridge twice.
Of course.
And it's like a 7-minute horse ride from the temple to get down here. On foot with Wander on the bridge. Yeah, fuck that.
I feel like I do it. I'm that kind of guy who plays Breath of the Wild almost exclusively without a horse.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally walk everywhere and it takes forever.
I mean, I did that a lot of my first playthrough. Like, I found a horse and I put it in the stable, but then I just never called it back out.
I mean, I never used a horse once in all of Breath of the Wild until you get to the Ganon fight, and it just gives you a horse because it's required.
Why didn't you use one?
'Cause I didn't feel like it.
Didn't you get tired of walking everywhere?
No, I walked everywhere in Breath of the Wild. I have a horse in Tears of the Kingdom, though. I learned. But the entirety of my Breath of the Wild playthrough was without a horse.
Interesting. Yeah, that temple up there is much more obvious in this version, I will say.
Yeah.
Because I wandered around this big open part for an hour in the remake, and I was like, where the hell am I supposed to fucking go?
Does the rock blend in with the temple more?
Yeah, and I don't think the camera really pointed up like that, like it did for me just now. So I never even saw the temple in the first place.
0 out of 10, not the definitive version. Never
Yeah.
play the remake, it sucks.
I could be wrong. I could have just been very stupid. But like, I think I even walked down this area and I just didn't turn left to see that place.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of stupid. So it's very probable that it was just my fault. But it's time
Is
for
this
a little.
the cat one?
I think it is. And by I think, I know.
I would hope. I would really hope. Or I'd question the
look.
validity of this footage.
It looks nothing like a cat.
Nah, that's a cat.
Fuck. This is like 2 aggressive colossi in a row. And it's, I didn't even have to get up on top of it for him to do that. Hey, fuck you. Get away. There we go. And F you.
So what, you gotta get down and grab the torch?
Yep.
Okay.
And the fire goes out, so you have to get back on top of one of the things. Ah! Man, I just realized how big my health bar has gotten.
Yeah, it's a good thing characters in this universe are very adept at climbing while holding things.
They're also very durable.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, look, his health has barely gone down from an attack like that.
How much health does Eco have? I never paid attention to it because most times you're not the one getting hit.
Honestly, I don't know. I think the only time I died, like actually died in that game, was at the final boss.
I think this track plays during the water snake fight.
Yeah, that sounds right. You know, normally Wander's holding it up, but maybe I wasn't close enough for him to do that. Alright, and now speedrunners will just fucking jump straight on his back here.
Is that what you're going to do?
I'm going to try. No, what am I doing? I'm trying to put the thing down.
Do you have to?
Boom.
Oh. Are you able to stab when you do that jump or no?
Maybe. I don't know, because the sigil isn't lit up when you're first getting to it. It takes a second for it to appear. He's also being very kind to me right now.
Does he try to throw you off more?
Yeah, normally he's very, like, aggressively turning and running all over the place to make it hard to stab him. But there he just ran straight up the tunnel. I think he was going to go try and get back into the temple. But, it made it very easy to kill him. Or maybe just the remake, it's harder to stab him.
Camera, why?
Camera, why? And then almost every time when Wander falls like that, his body is just sliding around randomly.
So PS2 title for sure.
Yeah, and
it's a very good PS2 title.
If you're paying attention during the loading screens, you can slowly start to hear more and more of Mono's voice speaking to you. Nice detail. Mono's the girl. I remembered her name between parts.
Gotcha.
Though her name is never spoken, so I don't know. We're clearing these guys out.
We halfway through. How many have we beaten?
So 9, 10, 11. I think 11 at this point.
So I'm guessing the next ones take longer to get to.
The next, like normally I tried to get 4 Colossi per part. But next part we will see I only get to 3 of them. Because, yes, they take longer to get to, and they are longer fights in general. But it's fine because the last part has lots of cutscenes, as well as the really long final Colossus, so...
Yeah.
You know. And we're going back north, baby! Yet again.
Which one are we headed to next?
I wasn't paying attention.
Fake fan.
I want to say we're going to the one in a temple. It's either that or we're going to the one in the water with the teeth.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to that one yet because I think we got to go on that bridge to the right, which I am not. Oh, maybe I am. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Should have paid attention. We're going in the direction of one that's in the castle, but I believe that's the penultimate one. So we're not getting to him yet. So since we're over here, I'm guessing it's going to be the next water one. They all have names. I can never remember them.
I have some questions about the design of that bridge.
It wasn't really a bridge. It was like a natural land bridge. But they just put pillars. All the bridges here are natural. Like, look at the one over there.
Bullshit.
I don't really know how...
Bullshit.
I don't really know how these natural land bridges... Because they're massive. I don't know how they're still up. And they barely have any like foundation. It feels like.
Lizards are the ones that gives you stamina, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how many lizards it takes if you do like a perfect run it takes to get up to the tower. Like
I
the
know you
minimum
need.
required if you are perfect with stamina usage.
Well, in the remake, there is a way you can cheese it, so not nearly as much.
Gotcha.
But you still need a lot to even get to the point where you can cheese.
Yeah.
Because there's like a little lip that you can like barely stand on. He'll like slide off of it a little bit, but if you just inch forward, then you will keep gaining stamina while you're
But in the
standing there.
original game, there is no way to be able to stand. You have to keep climbing until you get to the top.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But
Comments, please tell us if we're wrong.
We're entering the next forest. This area is gorgeous in the original, but very similarly, very annoying to or in the remake,
Yeah.
but very similarly to the other forest, very annoying to navigate.
Too much foliage.
Way too much foliage. When I believe the path is just to the right of me right here.
Halo 3 was a mistake.
Yeah, because there's just a
Too much foliage. It's only like the first level too. Everyone remembers the foliage of Halo 3, but it's only the first level, I think. Other levels probably have it, but like the first level's in a forest, so not to that degree.
Yeah. Camera. Well,
I
yeah,
could
I'm
be wrong,
still
though.
this entire playthrough. I'm still not used to the fact that the camera controls are inverted to what I'm used to. So if you ever see the camera take these wide turns, it's because I meant to swing it the other way, and my brain just shut down when it didn't go to the way I
That's
expected.
me every time I play 06.
See, 06 is the way I expect cameras to move.
No.
Which is weird. Aggro! Don't... Okay. I thought he was gonna fuck up the lizard. You can sneak up on them and slice them with the sword, but I don't think I will be successful in that.
Sneaking, I am sneaking.
Because he's already freaking
He's
out.
glitching.
Look at him. He's already freaking out.
Are they 3D models on this? I guess just barely. They almost look like they're 2D planes, like a sprite.
No. Whoa. I was gonna fucking full-on stab him.
I'm back here, you bitch!
You son of a bitch. Oh. Get him. Get him.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Fuck. Oh, I got him.
Finally.
Let's go.
Never do that again.
You say finally. It took 10 seconds. Fuck off.
I still had to sit through it.
Oh, wah.
It's okay. In like 30 minutes from now, you'll be saying the same thing about me in our next part that we record.
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to this. It's going to be so much pain. I'm going to get college PTSD from watching you play Sonic games all over again.
I'd say spoiler, but this is going to come out after that.
Yeah.
So not really.
So it's future me, but in the past for everyone else.
Yes.
Yes.
We record weirdly.
This is a whole ass dam. And it makes you wonder, what level of technology did these fucking people have?
At least the same amount as Egypt. They built the pyramids.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Greeks built some pretty impressive stuff too, Rome. So
I think
you'd be surprised on what you can build. Obviously, the scale is way off in this because it's a game.
Yeah.
But similar stuff to this of a smaller scale could have been built. You know.
I feel like a lot of it they probably for this like world they probably chiseled it out of massive like stones or like the big structure that we just passed. Potentially they just carved it out of the fucking cliff side.
Potentially, but that takes a huge amount of work as well. So
yeah, which, you know,
You have to have a very grand vision of what you want, and you have to have like perfect measurements. And something of that size probably would have not been done in someone's lifetime, depending on what was available. I'm not a
yeah,
I'm not an archaeologist, so I can't like say anything on that.
yeah.
But it would take a real
Also,
fucking long time.
want to say, when I first got to this Colossus, as we talked about with the last water Colossus, I am terrified of deep water and big creatures being in deep
Subnautical
water.
playthrough.
But like, you can't, from the angle you're swimming in at, if you swim straight to the platform like I just did, you can't see where the Colossus is. So the entire time on my first playthrough that I was swimming to that middle platform, I was freaking out. I'm like, when is he gonna pop up? When is he gonna pop up? When is he gonna pop up?
Looks like we have ourselves a bitch.
Oh shit. Yeah, you know what? I think all of the Colossi for this part on are just aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any peaceful ones after this.
Is there a potential that they know what you're doing, or is it just that's how the order happens to be?
I think it's potentially true that at this point in the game, the Colossi are wise to what you're trying to do. So they're being more aggressive because of it. But, I don't know. I think it's just it also just works naturally as a game mechanic. That, Also, I'm cheesing the fuck out of this guy right now.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know how this is supposed to go.
Well, normally I think there's like an easier way to get on his back, but it takes longer. There, I just swam underwater, and since I have enough stamina, I was just able to, because swimming underwater is slightly faster.
Okay. So you're just able to attrition it.
Yeah, I just got around him as he was turning around a lot. Which, you know, I was not able to do in the remake on my first playthrough because I didn't have enough stamina at the time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you have to get up on him like this to get to the higher pedestals. Which, conveniently, I'm right next to one. You just give his teeth a whack and he'll move.
So they are teeth?
They look like teeth.
They do. Maybe it's like a crown? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like to imagine that he had a whole head, but over time it withered away and fell off. So it's just the bottom jaw left.
That's kind of metal.
It is. Because, you know, these creatures, they're like not real they're like not... They're like man-made.
This guy looks like
somehow.
no way to control, though.
Yeah, he's very jank. I think what I should have been doing there is moving him away further so I could get a better line.
So you have to move him to this and then jump off. This one looks like it'd be hard to figure out.
Yeah, he will lose sight on you, so he will get up on the platform, and then that allows you to get to the weak spot. Which his whole rib cage is out right here, which is fucking... They have that because they don't want you to just be able to swim under and grab it.
Gotcha.
Well,
I think that could have also been a cool way to do it.
Yeah, but you can't swim down low enough anyways.
Plus, you can't hold on to him underwater. But I guess your stamina goes out too quickly.
You can hold on to him underwater, but you can't really stab underwater. Because, yeah, reasons. And yeah, your stamina would be draining double at that point because the stamina is for breathing and for grip strength. But he will, I think, destroy the platforms that you used to get on him the first time, but I think I got on him so fast that didn't happen.
Okay.
So I'm actually doing quite good on this Colossus.
Can he destroy all the platforms and you're just screwed, or no?
No. He will only destroy platforms between phases.
Okay.
So, and I believe there's only 2 phases, so 3 platforms, 2 phases. He would only ever destroy 2 of them.
You're giving us some like the worst jaw pain ever.
Ah, fuck!
Oh. Oh.
Wait, I landed on a lily pad. That was cool. I didn't know I could do that.
Did it start sinking, or were you off of it too fast?
It was like under the water, but I was standing on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So
unless that was just a
weight
weird
to it.
bit, unless there was just a little bit of weird collision on the stone there. I don't
Yeah.
know. It kind of looked like I was on a lily pad. But, I don't know. The origins of the Colossi themselves always confuse me. I mean, clearly they were made with some weird magic.
Yeah.
They're like animated stone structures. But, like, it's so weird. Like, where did the fur come from and stuff? I don't know. I love these creatures, but I just wish I knew more.
Well, that's kind of the big problem with Shadow of the Colossus and being a fan of it is everybody wants more.
Yeah. Everyone, I really think, just wanted Shadow of the Colossus 2. And that's probably why Last Guardian didn't review as well.
Yeah, and honestly, thank goodness he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad a creator has that level of restraint.
Yeah, I really do kind of hope the next game, though, does sort of go for a similar premise, like maybe a bigger map that's more open-ended and, like, more, maybe not massive creatures to defeat, obviously, but potentially something else that has a bigger spectacle like this does.
Yeah. I like how he does currently, though, with world sequels and expanding the world more.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Which is oh my goodness, which is what Nier does, because like Automata's not really a sequel to the original. It doesn't carry on its story at all. It carries on the world, and there are a few details in there that reward you, but ultimately it's its own story.
Yeah. And
so I like it when games do that.
There is also no necessary, like, we don't actually technically know if Last Guardian is still the same world as Eco and Shadow of the Colossus necessarily. But Ueda himself, in an interview at one point, said that he likes to make games that are unique to themselves, but potentially could be in the same world, just thousands of years apart from one another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could also listen to the language in the world, and depending on how it's made, there is that chance it could be coherent.
What am I doing?
I don't know, but we needed a transition here, buddy.
No, we didn't. I'm fighting the damn Colossus. I'm not gonna cut here. You fucking moron.
I will transition to when the successful attempt is.
Yeah, that's when you die. I'm not dying here.
Yeah, but if a fight's taking forever, like, come on.
It isn't taking forever, though.
Yeah, it is.
It really isn't.
Yeah, it is.
This one's one of the longer fights anyways, so...
No.
Yeah, F you.
No.
You're just trying to be contrary because I always made fun of your editing, and now you're trying to make fun of my editing.
Here's the difference: is I edit too much with very little skill.
Now
you don't edit.
I edit plenty. My edits are more seamless, so you don't notice them.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm actively fighting a Colossus, I'm not going to cut. This is why I'm not going to record my first playthrough of Last Guardian.
Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness.
I will record the playthrough after, where I know the solutions to everything.
Yeah.
If I recorded the first playthrough of this, Jesus Christ, we'd be here for like another 10 parts.
Sonic Superstars.
Well, Sonic Superstars is not a puzzle game. That's just a platformer. That's purely a skill issue.
I don't want to hear that on the trip playthrough.
Purely a skill issue. That's what Twitter would say. Twitter would say, "Oh, if you don't like Trip's playthrough, it's just a skill issue."
Yeah. We've all seen my gameplay from other games. I do have a skill issue, but I'm still gonna complain and bitch.
Stab this bitch. He's done. No, no. He went so fast that time.
This is why we're killing less Colossi per part.
See, this part we're still killing 4, so this is the 4th one.
So what I'm hearing is this part could have been 50 minutes.
No, because I'm actively fighting it. I'm not gonna cut. End of story.
I gotta make fun of you somehow.
You can make fun of me for not cutting out the lizards, fine, but I'm not cutting Colossi.
Back up. Oh my goodness. Get it up. There we go.
It's harder than it looks. He's moving faster now.
No, excuses.
Play the game. You're streaming your first playthrough of this, and every game ever, apparently. Every game that I've recorded for the channel so far, you have to stream your playthrough of.
Trying to think of ones that would actually be bad for me. Maybe Crash?
Fuck! Get up! No! Please! Have mercy!
He's bucking.
No!
He's bucking!
Get up! Okay. Fuck you. You need to see a dentist, bitch. I feel really bad for this one, because smacking the teeth like this probably hurts a lot.
Yeah, you hear us groaning.
Stop it.
Oh, well, there's no time for moral debate right now.
I mean, we already know we're doing a bad. I'm sure at this point Wander knows as well.
I think he knew from the start.
Well, he knew it was wrong, according to his village shaman and whatnot. But yeah. I don't know if he thought of the consequences. Though maybe he has, and he knows.
There's a little bit of slowdown there.
Yeah, a lot of the water particles will do that.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, is this fully ported to PS3 or is it emulated?
No, it's ported.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it was emulated, you'd have the same frame rate issues. Because
well, some emulation could fix that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but it's PlayStation 3 emulation for PlayStation 2, which PlayStation 2 emulation at the time was not good yet.
Yeah.
So, and it's still not great. Like, PlayStation 2 emulation is not one of the best emulators out there.
Probably better than Saturn still.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some pretty good results with Saturn, but it's still pretty
I think Xbox has been the worst one I've seen.
Yeah. Well, nobody fucking cares about Xbox.
Apparently, because there's a single Xbox emulator, and it kind of sucks.
Hey, I was able to get Godzilla Save the Earth running on my my PC with Zemu or whatever.
Well, good for you. I just got an Xbox. I got that bitch modded.